In this video, we will discuss about if-else statement. If-else statement is a decision-making statement. In this if-else statement, we will have the two different blocks so that we will see. Now the general form of the if-else statement is given here. Now in this general form of if-else statement, we can see that if condition, here one block is given and within this block the true block statements are given. The second block is else block and within this else block the false block statement is given, and at the last the statement X is given. Now if this particular condition is true, then in that case this block will be executed, that is the true block statement will be executed. Now this true block statement, it can be a single statement or it can be a group of statements. After executing this block, then our control directly comes to this statement X. Now if this condition is false, then in that case, if this condition is false, then in that case this block will not be executed. The control directly comes to the else part and it will execute this false block statement. After executing false block statement, it will execute statement X. So in this way, this if-else statement works. So at a time, either this true block statement will be executed or the false block statement will be executed. So at a time, any one block is executed over here. So this is the if-else statement. Now for simplicity, we will see the flowchart of if-else statement. In this flowchart of if-else statement, we can see that we have a condition. Now this condition, it can be either true or it can be false. So now if this condition is true, then in that case it will execute this true block statement. After executing this true block statement, the control executes the statement X. Now if the condition is false, now in that case it will execute this false block statement. After executing this false block statement, the control comes to statement X. Now in this way, this flowchart of if-else statement is given and the if-else statement works like this. So at a time, either if your condition is true, then it will execute true block statement, then it will execute statement X. If the condition is false, then in that case it will execute false block statement and then it will execute statement X. Now here either true block statement will be executed or the false block statement will be executed. So at a time, any one of the block will be executed and finally that block will execute the statement X. So this is the flowchart of if statement. Now for simplicity, we will write a program. Here we will write a program to check whether the entered number is divisible by 9 or not. So for that, first we will include the two header files, that is standard input output header file, and the second header file is console input output header file. So now after including these two header files, we will write the void main, and then within this void main we declare a variable, a single variable we will require, and we have to take that variable from the user. So therefore we declare variable num of integer data type, Then we have to print the message that enter the number, so that user can enter the number. So therefore this task, it can be executed by using this printf function. So printf enter the number. Now we have to take the value from the user, and therefore we write the scanf function. Now after writing this scanf function, within this scanf we have written that %d double quotes close comma ampersand num. So this is a scanf function. We will take a value from the user by using this scanf function. Now after this we have to check this number. The number which is entered by the user is divisible by 9 or not. So therefore we write the if statement. Now we have to check that number is divisible by 9 or not. So now it means whatever the number is there, for example 18 is there. Now if we divide it by 9, then if we divide it by 9, then its remainder, it should be 0. Now if its remainder is 0, then we can say that this number, this 18, is divisible by 9. So this remainder, it can be represented by using this modulus sign. It can be represented by using this modulus sign. So therefore we write if num modulo 9 is equal to 0. It means whatever the number is there, number is divided by 9, and then its remainder, it should be equal to 0. If it is there, then we can print by using printf function that %d is divisible by 9. Now instead of %d, it should print the value of num, that is, it should print the value of num. So therefore printf double quotes brackets double quotes %d is divisible by 9 double quotes close comma num. Now if this condition is true, then it will print that this num is divisible by 9. Now if this condition is false, then in that case it will comes to else part. Now in this else part, it will print that %d is not divisible by 9. Instead of %d, it should print the value of num. So num is not divisible by 9. At the last, we have to write the getch function, and after that the closing bracket for void main. So in this way we can write a program. So initially we include the header files, the two header files, and after that we write the void main function, and within this void main function we write the int num. The variable is declared. Then we print a message by using the printf function. Within this we write the enter the number. Then we take the value from the user. So therefore we write scanf %d ampersand num. If num modulo 9 is equal to 0. Now this statement, it will check that the particular number is divided by 9, then its remainder should be 0. If it is equal to 0, like this here, if this remainder is 0, then it will print that this 18 is divisible by 9. If this condition is false, it will directly comes to the else part, and in this else part it will print that it will print that particular num is not divisible by 9. So here we will take the example that how our output will work. So for output, first it will print a message for the user that enter the number. After that, we have to take certain number from the user. For example, 19 is the number given by the user. So therefore, here it will check the condition that 19 mod 9 is equal to 0. So here this condition is false because its remainder is not 0. So therefore it comes to the else part, and within this else part it will print that 19, the value of num is 19. So 19 is not divisible by 9. So in this way we can execute this program. Thank you.